Hi everyone. I'm so excited to see you all here today at our first big presentation of 2024. I hope you all had wonderful Christmas celebrations and a fantastic start to the new year. And what perfect timing for our first meeting, especially for our friends joining us from China who are about to celebrate their Lunar New Year. I'm Alina and I'll be guiding us through today's session. You know, there's no better way to kick off 2024 than by sharing some amazing developments with all of you. Before we dive in, just a quick note. Feel free to drop your questions in the chat anytime something catches your interest. I'll be collecting them all, and we'll make sure to address every single one after the main presentation. And speaking of the main presentation, I'm really thrilled to introduce Alex to you all. He's going to take us on a fascinating journey through our latest poker AI developments. And trust me, what he's about to share about maximizing profits with our technology, well, let's just say you'll want to take notes. The floor is yours, Alex.
Hello everyone, I'm Alex, the head of engineering operations here, overseeing multiple development teams across our organization. I'm really excited to share with you today the incredible technology we've developed and what makes it truly unique in the poker AI market. Over the next few minutes, I'll walk you through our core products and innovations that have positioned us as industry leaders. What I'm about to present isn't just another poker solution, it's the culmination of years of development, combining cutting-edge AI technology with deep poker expertise. We've created something that's not only technically sophisticated, but also highly profitable for our partners and investors. Before we dive into the technical details, I want to emphasize that everything you'll see today represents real, proven technology that's already generating significant returns for our current partners. Let's explore how our AI is revolutionizing the poker industry and, more importantly, how you can be a part of this story. First, let me tell you about the core of our company that all our products are built on, our poker AI. Years ago, we were renting AI solutions from third parties. They weren't entirely satisfying, had mediocre win rates, and were prohibitively expensive. We had a bigger vision, and we knew we could build something better, something truly our own. And that's exactly what we did. We completely switched to our own proprietary AI system. And let me tell you why it's special. First, look at this top block. Our neural network architecture. Think the human brain, but designed specifically for poker. We're using really complicated stuff here, LSTM and GRU networks. Don't worry about the technical jargon. What matters is that this system can learn, and learn from patterns, just like a professional poker player, but on a massive scale. Now, this middle block is what's really important for training neural networks. Our hand history store. Since 2016, yes, for over 8 years now, we've been collecting, classifying, and analyzing millions and millions of poker hands. Imagine having access to every single poker game played by the best players in the world, across different poker rooms, types of poker, limits, etc., all categorized and organized. And this is where the fun begins, fine-tuning the optimization. As you can imagine, it is not enough to just feed billions of played hands into an AI and voila, your poker brain is ready to win. Not at all. You can see this in examples of early neural networks that generated people with a bunch of fingers, or remember, that video of Will Smith eating spaghetti. Our text GPTs that hallucinated and answered all questions coherently but meaninglessly. We have a team consisting of professional poker players and world-class mathematicians, graduates, and winners of the best universities around the world. These brilliant minds are busy tweaking and testing our AI, constantly releasing new builds and running tests to ensure that they are profitable. It's the combination of all three that makes our development truly unique and special. The neural network provides the raw computing power. Our huge database of hands gives it real-world experience. And our team of experts ensures that it plays not just correctly, but brilliantly. Next slide. Yeah, our AI is looking at hundreds of parameters and table data and historical data when making decisions, and it does it at incredible speed and scale. First, the bot is constantly collecting information from three main sources. It's looking at all the information about the player. You know, the basics, like how much money they have, where they're sitting, but also the really cool stuff, like whether they're playing aggressively or whether they're tilting. Then the AI is looking at all the current hand information, the cards, the pot size, how people are betting. But here's where it gets really cool. It's not just looking at what's happening right now. The AI remembers every hand it's ever played against these players. If that player has ever played against one of our bots before, we have historical information about how they've played before. Then we take all that information and run it through some really sophisticated neural networks. The AI models how a hand might play out, considering hundreds of possible scenarios in a split second. And after all this lightning-fast analysis, it boils it all down to one simple decision: fold, call or raise, and exactly how much to bet. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. All this complex processing happens in the blink of an eye. While we humans can get tired or emotional, our AI remains perfectly consistent, making optimal decisions hand after hand. Next slide. And example. We're looking at that moment in a no-limit hold'em cash game. Our AI is sitting on the button. That's the best position at the table. And we've got a premium hand. Ace of hearts, king of diamonds. The situation's getting spicy because we're facing action in a 24 big blind pot. And look at this board. Ace of spades, king of spades, seven of clubs. Pretty strong board for us, right? First, check out the table dynamics. We've got this UTG player, super tight, aggressive player. You know the type, only plays premium hands. Then there's this MP player who's been really active, mixing it up, playing lots of hands. And our small blind over here, interesting player, tends to play pretty passively after the flop. Now, here's where it gets really cool. Our AI is crunching all these factors in real time, looking at three possible moves. First option, folding. I know, with top two pair, right? But, hey, we have to consider everything. EV is 0 here. Basically means we're just giving up. Not great with such a strong hand. Second choice, calling. This is interesting. We're looking at plus 2BB expected value. Not bad. We've got about a 45% chance to win at showdown, plus another 15% chance we can take it down on the turn with a bet. Lower risk play, but there might be money left on the table. And here's the third part, raising. Look at this, plus 3BB expected value. Now we're talking. There's a 35% chance they fold right there. Free money. And when they call, we're still winning 40% of these larger pots. Yeah, it's a bit more risky, but those numbers, they're telling us something important. Want to know what's really impressive? Watch how our AI processes all this. First, it's like, okay, we've got top two pair. That's strong. Then it notices these two spades on board. Potential flush draw, gotta factor that in. It's remembering how these players have been behaving, crunching all these pot odds and implied odds. And get this, it's actually simulating how the hand might play out on future streets. After all this lightning-fast analysis, boom, the AI goes for the raise. Why? Because even though it's the highest variance play, that plus 3BB expected value is just too good to pass up. This is exactly what we mean when we talk about sophisticated decision making. The AI isn't just playing its hand, it's considering position, player tendencies, future implications, everything a world-class poker player would think about, but doing it consistently. Hand after hand after hand. And now some graphs of poker bot performance. These aren't just theoretical. They show real results from actual games over long periods. These aren't the best examples of a good start, and we specifically chose them so you can see what variance looks like. First, we've got what we call expected value, or EV. Think of it as your long-term average profit. Our bot consistently maintains a positive EV from 5 to 25 big blinds per 100 hands. On the graph, the yellow line represents the calculated expense profit, and the green line represents the actual profit in big blinds. You'll notice these ups and downs on the graph. That's what we call variance. It's like, imagine you're riding a roller coaster. Even though you're heading up overall, you've got these wild swings along the way. Let's look at these two graphs. The first one, this is over 1 million hands. And wow, look at these swings. You can see it goes up and down by about 20,000 big blinds. That might sound scary, but check this out. Despite all those swings, the overall trend is clearly upward, ending around plus 60,000 BB. Now, the second graph. This is a shorter sample, about 350,000 hands. See that early downswing? Goes down by about minus 3,000 BB, but then, boom, climbs all the way up to plus 42,000 BB. This is exactly what we mean when we talk about variance in poker. You might be wondering, why do these downswings happen? Well, it's just the nature of poker, right? Even when you make the perfect play, sometimes you're going to lose. Here's the really important part, though, and this is something I can't stress enough. We recommend a minimum sample size of 100 to 200,000 hands to estimate the expected profit of the bot. Why? Because that's where the math really starts to show itself. It's like the more hands you play, the clearer the picture becomes. Think about it this way. With our bot's proven positive expected value, it's not a question of if you'll profit, but when. Sure, you might hit some rough patches. Everyone does. But the mathematical edge is like gravity. It just keeps pulling those results toward profitability. We offer two flagship products. The first is a player-focused solution, PokerX AI Bot. It supports multiple poker rooms, popular types of poker games, and works in 3 modes. In manual mode, you play yourself, and the poker AI gives you hints on what actions to take. In semi-automatic mode, you seat the bot at the table. Then it plays by itself until some time passes, or the bot gets some profit. In automatic mode, the bot independently finds the best tables to play, sits down at them, and plays. If you have many bots, you can control and manage them remotely. And if you think big, you can even create your own bot farm. But what I'm really excited to share is on the right side, our poker ecology system for club owners. Think of it as the perfect partner for your club. It keeps your tables active 24/7. But here's the best part. It's designed to maintain the perfect balance of players in your club. In this mode, our AI doesn't just play to win. It adjusts to the skill level of each player, keeping the games competitive but fair. This means your regular players stay happy because they're not losing their bankrolls, and they're more likely to invite their friends. Plus, the more hands are played, the more your take naturally increases. And here's the icing on the cake. We've built a sophisticated bot detection and team play system into our poker ecology service. This means your club stays clean, fair, and maintains that friendly atmosphere that keeps players coming back. All of this creates the perfect balance, keeping tables active, players engaged, and your club profitable. Now, let's move on to frequently asked questions we receive from our clients. The first and perhaps most common question we get is about pricing. The cost varies depending on several factors: which poker rooms you want to play in, your desired level of automation, the stakes you're planning to play at, and any additional features like web administration panels or analytics you might need. Now, don't let the price tag worry you. With proper management of your poker farm, most of our clients see return on investment within just 2 to 4 months. Currently, we're looking at a range from $1,000 to $5,000, depending on your specific needs. For our poker ecology service, there's a one-time payment followed by a revenue sharing arrangement. And here's something important to note. There's also what we call a gas fee for each hand played. Think of it as fuel for our AI. It helps us maintain our infrastructure, including servers across multiple countries, like CDN services and power costs. Now, people often ask why we're sharing this technology instead of keeping it to ourselves. The answer is simple. While we do use it ourselves, we can't be everywhere at once. There are local clubs, language barriers, and regional restrictions that make it impossible for us to operate in every market. That's where our partners come in. Another frequent question comes from clients who've experienced losses. I started using your bot and lost everything. Why? Well, this is where we need to talk about variance and proper bankroll management. We provide strict guidelines to all our partners. First, use multiple bots rather than just one. Spread your bankroll across them and rotate accounts every 10, 20, 30,000 hands. Second, start at lower limits and work your way up gradually. Yes, higher limits mean higher potential profits, but you need to build up enough hands for the positive expected value to work in your favor. Third, follow our recommendations about bankroll requirements, table selection, and which clubs to avoid. These guidelines aren't arbitrary, they're based on extensive data and experience. Next, why did I get banned? Well, as mentioned earlier, we provide comprehensive guidelines about account registration, proxy usage, and deposit management for safer gameplay. Every poker account has statistical indicators, VPIP, PFR, aggression factor, and other metrics. In some clubs, you'll need to play a certain number of hands manually to establish a natural-looking player profile. Remember, while we minimize ban risks, they can never be completely eliminated. Follow our security protocols carefully, and you'll significantly reduce your chances of detection. Next question. Is there any support if I can't figure things out on my own? Sure. When you become our partner, you'll receive access to dedicated technical support through a private Telegram chat. Our specialists are always ready to assist you with any issues you might encounter. This support is unlimited and comes at no additional cost. How can I use poker bots most effectively? This topic usually deserves its own detailed session, and we typically provide comprehensive guidance after purchase. However, here are the key recommendations. First, and most importantly, use multiple bots. More bots mean more hands played, resulting in faster and higher profits. When multiple bots play at the same table, they can share information, significantly increasing the win rate as they work together. It's better to have 3 bots at one table with smaller deposits than a single bot with one large deposit at high stakes. Second, ensure system stability and performance. While internet speed is important, what's crucial is maintaining low latency with both our AI servers and the gaming platform's servers. Third, distribute playing time among multiple bots, aiming for 24/7 operation. Finally, maintain sufficient bankroll for your chosen limits, typically a minimum of 200 big blinds as per our recommendations.
Thank you all for participating, and special thanks to Alex for such an interesting and informative presentation. Now, I've collected questions from our participants. Alex, I'll read them out to you for your responses.
Sure, let's go.
Do you support multi-table tournaments?
Yes, but not on all platforms yet. MTT games have higher variance since they're time limited and conditions constantly change. Player rotation is also frequent, which affects stable gameplay. It's crucial to follow our recommendations and use multiple bots for tournament participation.
Does your bot work on any poker site?
Currently, we support around 20 poker rooms, but we are constantly expanding. We focus on high-traffic, profitable rooms while considering security and other factors. While our poker AI is universal, each room requires specific bot development. When apps update, our programmers quickly adapt the bot to changes. You can suggest new poker rooms through our website or sales department, and we'll evaluate them for development. We can also create exclusive bots with our poker AI for any platform. This is discussed individually.
What's the typical ROI period?
It varies depending on the number of hands played, the poker room, and other factors, but typically 3 to 6 months. Some partners have recovered their investment in just a few days on new platforms.
Is there a free trial available?
Yes, we offer free testing before purchase.
Do you have offline poker bots for working without internet?
No, we don't produce such products.
Do you have an AI poker trainer for practicing against your AI?
We don't produce such products, but it's an interesting idea. I believe there are similar products already available in the market.
How do I start using your bot?
Visit pokerbotai.com and contact our sales department. They'll help you get started.
Do you support PLO?
Yes, we support No Limit Hold'em, Pot Limit Omaha with 4, 5, 6 cards, round of each, open face Chinese poker, multi-table tournaments, and several other poker variants.
Can bot users be detected?
Our poker bots are designed to be covert, mimicking human behavior through randomized actions, timing, and decision-making. They use VPNs or proxy services for IP changes and GPS spoofing for enhanced anonymity. Our bots blend in with regular players, making detection by poker sites extremely difficult. This minimizes the probability of detection.
Thank you, Alex, for your answers. We're wrapping up our call now. Thanks again to everyone for participating. If you have any remaining questions or want to get a free trial, please visit our website, pokerbotai.com. You'll find many articles about our poker AI, how everything works, and contact information for our consultants. Have a great day. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.